Wednesday, the 17th of August, the market in Nigeria went up 0.1%. On the Tuesday, again, the market was lifted by Boason shares, which climbed on the day. The banking sector managed to also close in the green. A few other sectors were largely negative. So that's just to get the market up to speed as we begin to see the new week getting a lot more on the way. There are a few more activities around the primary market auction by the central bank, the August Naira bond auction by the Debt Management Office, the currency exchange auction that will take place later in the week by the financial regulator, and the maturities that are coming through from treasury bills, which will also be a major play this week. The Naira fell at the interbank and at the exchange window on Tuesday. So that is just about a summary of how the Nigerian market finished off on Tuesday. The PRVM was 21 basis points in the red. The Egyptian stock market was about three-quarter in the negative 33, 12 basis points better for the market in Nairobi the day after the election results were declared. Raila Odinga is one of the contestants, and the Prime Minister is contesting those election results that saw the incumbent Deputy President, William Ruto, declared as the winner of the August 9th general elections. Then the South African market got a very big size of 108 points. So that's the market this Tuesday for you, just as we get in the new week, or the new trading day started and the new week on the way. The Central Bank of Kenya says it's seen taking expensive bids in August bond auction. That is expected this week, now that the elections are really over. There was heavy trading on Tuesday on the Nairobi bourse, despite the rejection of the poll results by the Prime Minister Raila Odinga against his main contender, William Ruto, who was declared the winner. The Osha index went up 50 basis points. Manufacturers and traders were the top gainers in bank credit, according to the Kenya Central Bank under Njoroge, 15.2% and about 17.1%. The Bank of Uganda has raised interest rates to 9%. That's about the sixth time, because of inflation, which is now expected to be around 11.8% in 2023. Back in West Africa, where you're looking at Nigeria and the rest of the continent, the big story today is that emergency meeting, which will be held today by the Central Bank of Ghana's Monetary Policy Committee, the Cedi, which the country's currency is down roughly 30% since the start of the year, is the worst currency so far, according to Bloomberg Index, which surveyed about 150 currencies around the world. That is one story we're following very closely for you, and see how the MPC will decide later today at this emergency meeting on interest rate, inflation, and exchange rate, trying to juggle all of that together. Nigeria is looking to launch its own energy transition plan. We don't have the details yet, nor a date, but that is already being discussed. The Bank of Industry, which is the number one DFI in the country in terms of size, says it's completed 1 billion euros in the syndicated loan and has an option to take that up to 1.5 billion euros if possible. The BOI is looking to forward those syndicated loan lending into the small and medium enterprises segment of the Nigerian economy. Mali is looking to raise about 260 billion, about 200 billion CFA franc today by public appeal through savings within the UEMOA markets. It's the military junta in Mali are trying to find their way around the crunching economic sanctions they faced recently, although those have been lifted. So they're back in the market looking for support within the French-speaking West African market. And Oragroup Securities, which is a subsidiary of the bank, has gotten the approval of the Ivorian authorities to operate as a management and intermediary company. And congratulations, we say. So look at the Southern African market. Eskom is still moving ahead with some of the load shedding. Stage 2 happened yesterday evening. In neighboring Zimbabwe, the Reserve Bank yesterday sold about $16.16 million at its FX auctions and says productive sectors will likely take taking 76% of the bank loans or credit within the Zimbabwean market. Botswana July consumer inflation prices rose to 14.3% on the year-on-year basis. Inflation is everywhere. It's news in today. UK inflation, overnight inflation in the UK is hitting the highest level ever now at a double digit. Good news, however, for Zimbabwe is that remittances from Zimbabweans abroad up 23% to about $800 million US in the first 6 months of this year. Summit up in North Africa with Egypt and Morocco mostly in the news this Wednesday, with the Morocco and Spain looking to establish what they call the regional commercial customs in Morocco, as it were, part of that key relationship between Morocco and Spain in Europe. Two Israeli companies said they're looking to launch renewable energy projects in Morocco. That is one good news, as Morocco looks to see more of renewable energy or clean energy, sustainable energy out of the North African country. And Eskom Development of Egypt says its second quarter net income was up roughly 32% to about 366 million local currency. And the unemployment figure in President El Sisi's country, that's the jobless rate, steadied at about 7.2% in the second quarter of April to June of 2022. Those were some of the biggest news this morning to start Wednesday for everyone. Let's get our midweek activities up and running. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.